Hello everyone, Rob here. I have a fun video for you. People often ask me how I make my coffee. My friends know that I do not own a traditional drip coffee maker. Nor do I own an expensive coffee maker with a moniker that froths your milk and wipes your butt. Yes, my friends name their espresso machines. Rosanna Dana, and Francesco come to mind. You know who you are. I personally use a pour-over or a traditional stovetop percolator. While I love the percolator, I get quicker and generally more consistent results with the pour-over. Today, I will show you my method. First, we'll need a barista. If you don't have one, you'll have to do it yourself. Next, you'll need a good scale. I personally use the Pearl by Acaia. It's a fantastic scale. Next, you'll need a coffee grinder. I highly recommend the Lido 3 by ORPHAN Espresso. This is a beast of a grinder. I've been using it daily for over 3 years and it often travels with me. It will produce coarse grind all the way up to fine espresso. It's simply fantastic. If you don't want to drop the coin on a Lido 3, make sure you get a decent burr grinder. Blade grinders are not as precise and I personally think they suck. Next, you'll need a device to hold your filter. I personally use the Phoenix 70 from St. Anthony Industries. And of course, their filters. It's a robust, well-made brewer. Simple, yet beautiful. Finally, you'll need a gooseneck kettle to heat and pour the water. I use the Stagg Electric Kettle by Fellow. It's fast and you can dial in an exact temperature. I started with the stovetop gooseneck kettle and they work great. However, they're simply not as fast. Okay, the first step is to place the grinder on the scale. Tare the scale and then add the beans. I recommend starting with 24 grams of coffee beans. St. Anthony Industries recommends a 1:16 coffee to water ratio for the Phoenix 70. That means for every 1 gram of coffee, you'll use 16 grams of water. You can make adjustments for your taste and desired quantity. Next, grind your coffee. Pour-overs generally turn out best with a medium grind. Next, I usually pre-wet the filter with 205-degree water. If you don't have an electric kettle, just off boil is fine. By the way, the new filters from St. Anthony Industries say this step is no longer required. I still do it. Pro tip, be sure to empty the water from your coffee mug or container if you pre-wet the filter. That's the water that went through the empty filter. Next, add the fresh ground coffee. Pro tip, after you add the coffee, don't forget to tare the scale. You will measure the water from 0. Now it's time to start the brewing process. First, add roughly 50 grams of water, wetting all the grounds, creating a nice bloom. This takes about 30 seconds. The bloom is my favorite part. Take in that wonderful aroma. Next, slowly add the remaining water. If you ground 24 grams of coffee, continue slowly adding water until you reach 384 grams of water. Plus or minus a few grams of water is just fine. The total brewing process should take about 3 minutes. Thank you and enjoy your coffee.